Okay. So coming to the Terraform, the first week what we are going to discuss is we are going to discuss about what do you mean by infrastructure as a code.
Code.
Okay. So we are going to see what do you mean by infrastructure as a code and what is the difference between Terraform and Ansible. So
Yeah.
Terraform is a IAC code, whereas Ansible is a configuration management tool.
Confidence
Okay.
management. Correct.
So in order to configure your infrastructure, you can use Ansible. Okay. So we are going to discuss on an overview what we are going, what do you mean by these two? And the second thing, what we are going to see is what do you mean by authentication and authorization in Terraform? Okay. So how you need to authenticate to your cloud, whether you are working on GCP cloud, you are working on Azure or on AWS, or if you are working on Kubernetes. So you can use Terraform in order to create your Kubernetes cluster as well. Okay. So after that, we are going to see the Terraform installation and set up our lab. So this is the first week which we are going to cover. And in the second week, we are going to see what do you mean by a resource block and what do you mean by a provider block. Okay. So how to create the resources and how you are going to create the provider. Okay. So after that, we are going to see Terraform refresh. Okay. Provided type. So provided type is nothing but how it will work is you need to tell to Terraform that this is my provider. So I am going to work with AWS. I'm going to work with Azure. I'm going to work with GCP. So what it will do is whenever we run some commands, okay, so there are some ad hoc commands, okay, so which we are going to discuss, okay. So what is that ad hoc commands? That ad hoc commands will come here when we are discussing about the provider tier. So first we are going to do something called as Terraform init. Okay. Terraform
Yeah.
init is nothing but it is the initialization where it will download all the required packages related to your provider. Okay. Related
Yeah.
to provider, it will download your packages. Okay. And after that, we have something called as Terraform validate. So what Terraform validate will do? Terraform validate will check whatever the code you have written, whether it has been correct or not. It is correct or not, it will check. Okay. By using the validate command. So after that, once the validate is completed, we are going to perform Terraform plan. And after that, we are going to do the apply. So what is the difference between plan and apply? It is a dry run. So Terraform plan is a command which we will use for our dry run. That means what changes it is going to create. That means what resource. So Terraform, what resources it is adding, what it is modifying, what it is destroying. So there are three things. In resource plan, we
Okay.
have three things. It will tell about what the resources we are adding.
Yeah.
After that, what we are modifying, and it will tell us what we are destroying. Okay. So once we check this plan, what we can do, we can apply. So what do you mean by apply? It is nothing but it is going and deploying in your on your cloud. Okay. And it is going to go and create your resources onto the cloud. Okay. Is it clear till here? So
Yeah. Yeah.
refresh. So Terraform refresh is nothing but it will refresh your state file. Okay. So we will be checking in depth when we discuss about the on the Terraform. So and after that we are going to discuss about Terraform variable, data types in Terraform, count meta argument. Count is nothing but suppose if you want to create VMs in 10 numbers. So what you will use? We will use something called as count. So that we are going to discuss in detail. Okay, in detail we are going to discuss about these topics. Any questions here?
No, sir. No, no, it's okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
understand.
So in the next one, what we are going to discuss is provisioner. So provision is nothing but, so types of provisioners is local execute and remote execute. Failure behavior of provisioner. Provisioner is nothing but, suppose if you want to install anything on your machines, okay, then what we can use? We can use local execution and remote execution. So here local means within our environment. If we are going to change anything, we are going to use local execution, and remote execution we are going to use whenever we are going with our remote machines. Okay. So that is on the third week. And on the fourth week, we are going to discuss about the modules and workspaces. So what do you mean by module? Module is nothing but it is a template. Okay. Template in the sense, suppose if you are going to create a dev environment first time. So I don't want to recreate all my resources every time for QA, staging, and production. So what I will do, I will create a template so that I can use this template in my dev, in my QA, in my staging, in my production, and as many environments you want. So it is nothing but, in order to reuse our code multiple times, what I will do, I will go and create my Terraform module. Okay. In that one, we are going to see how to create the variable, how we are going to create the structure. Okay. It is the same. Everything is same. And what do you mean by Terraform workspace? Terraform workspace is nothing but, suppose now today you are working on dev. Okay. Today you are working on dev. Tomorrow you need to work on QA. So what we need to do, we need to create a different folder and we need to go into that folder and we need to work on that one. So in order to eliminate that one, what we can do is we can create a workspace which is isolated with each other. Okay, which is isolated with each other, so that just you need to give a command called as Terraform workspace dev, so that it can change to the dev and you can work there. Again, if you want to work on QA, you can just give a command and it will go to QA. So whatever the work you are doing in QA, it will not reflect in dev, and whatever the changes you are doing in dev, it will not reflect in the QA. So that is what we are going to see as part of workspace. Okay. Any questions?
No, got it, sir. So this is
Yeah.
separate apart from that.
Apart from that means,
I mean, apart from GCP, we're gonna cover
yeah, we are going to
this
cover this. Okay.
for another 4 weeks, 5 weeks,
No, no, we will complete in the same week. Okay.
in 6 weeks only, right, sir?
Yeah, 6 weeks. So here the fifth week and sixth week is the end of our Terraform. So where we are going to see 1 week, we are going to dedicatedly for state file. So whenever you create any Terraform resources, it will create some file. So by using that file, we will get to know what we have created. See, I will tell you in a simple example. If you want to know how it works, is suppose October 4th, you have created some 10 VMs. Okay. Now on October 10th, you came back and what you have done, you have deleted 2 VMs and you have created another one GKE cluster. So where it will go and store all this information, it will go and store all this information in the state file. Okay. So we will going to see how to save this state file, how to protect from locking, how to do Terraform import. Okay. Import is nothing but Suppose already in your GCP, if you have any services which are already running, if you want to add that resources as well in order to maintain from Terraform, what you will do? You will use something called as Terraform import. Okay, clear? And after that, on the sixth week, we are going to see how to protect our Terraform code from HashiCorp Vault. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you need to protect your Terraform code and how to create multiple provider configuration, how to protect your sensitive parameters like username, password, certificates, and all those stuff, how you are going to protect. So Terraform Vault integration, I'm going to show you, and how to lock your files on the part of dependency. Okay. So this is about our Terraform, which is a 6 weeks course. Okay.